Hey, it's Tuesday, the 8th of January, and I'm checking in because I was supposed to check in live on Sunday, and I was a no-show. This is the second episode that I am attempting to create, and as we all know, this is a process, and we're learning as we go along, and the first episode was really challenging just to, be there and to make it happen, even though I didn't feel 100% prepared. And then the second time going around, I guess I kind of failed because I just didn't show up. So what happened? We have to analyze the process, I guess. On Sunday, that was my only day to do just making JGB stuff. The rest of the week, I was working and plowing through get paid stuff. And I just didn't have enough time. Once I got stuck into it, I realized there was a ton of work to be done, and I felt overwhelmed, and I didn't feel like it was possible. And then once that set in, then my brain started feeling negative, and then I had an allergic reaction, not because of the work, but because of a dog. And then I took an allergy pill, and then I realized it was a drowsy one, and then the whole thing just went out the window. Then it was like, well, I'm not doing this. So all that does is ignite like shame and guilt spirals of like, oh shit, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I'm supposed to be doing this. This is a weekly commitment. I'm failing. I don't want to fail. We're in early stages. This is bad. This is a bad sign. No, it's not bad. It's work that needs to be figured out. There are always going to be things standing in the way, and the point is to work through it. So instead of seeing the barrier and going, meh, I'm done, I can't do this, I need to figure out ways to make the processes easier and to fix things as we go along. So I think the lesson to be learned here is that this is a ton of work. And I am not afraid of doing a lot of work, but let's work smarter, not harder. And I think that means that I really need to be more careful or more aware of the amount of work that goes into this stuff. And I need to make more time for it, i.e., don't leave it all to the last second, because it does require rehearsals, and it does require that I get the slides set up properly. It does require a lot of writing. There are different steps that need to be broken down properly and handled ahead of time so that Sunday is rehearsal day. Like just rehearsal day, don't leave any of the work, just it's get or done time. So that means during the week, even though I have 3 other things I'm doing right now, I'm working for Lead Cookie, I'm working for Content Allies, and I'm working for Savvy Entrepreneurs Online. I got a lot on my plate, and I need to factor in making JGB. So, no harm done. I woke up today and I was so ready to go. And then life happens, guys. Life happens. I had a bunch of stuff just change and shift, and listen, this is another topic I want to talk about, and I think I'm going to do it in a separate forum or in a different video, but when you work for yourself, you have the ability to manage your time in your own ways. And I'll be honest, personally, my mental health is not always there for me to jump on camera like this. I'm not always in a place where I can be an on-air personality. And as much as I would love to be, as much as the visions for this project are all, me being JGB, this like personable, pizzazz, like, wow, 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 I've got personality, you know what I mean. I'm not always that person. And I don't know how the professionals do this, Do they just pop as and get over it? Maybe I should talk to some professionals and see how they handle those sorts of things. That is another big part of this process, is speaking to people who actually have the knowledge and experience here. So maybe I should make that a task, is talk to people who are on-air personalities and how do they handle, the good days and the bad days, because that is another thing that I'm noticing is some days I'm just not an on-camera personality. That is what it is, you know? So to keep this short, I did not show up, but I did not fail. We need to figure out better processes. I need to break down the tasks better and tackle those tasks throughout the week so that I don't have one huge chunk of work to work through, and then on top of that I have to rehearse and perform and show up. It's just too much. We're causing overwhelm and we're giving Jess too much work. So we need to fix that. And so that is what we're gonna do. And you know, some days we're gonna be able to show up, and some days it might take a little bit extra work. But we're gonna figure this out. No harm done, no failure. Let's just live and learn. And now I need to set a new deadline and a new goal, but I also first need to break down what these tasks are and then implement them throughout the week in a way where they're manageable. Let's help Jess out by streamlining these processes better so that we can create episodes and be in the right place and feel good about stuff and get shit done. I also really want to find better ways to document like this, because just talking to my laptop like this is cool. I like this. The sound sucks because every second of every day in this apartment I have construction outside and the lighting in here sucks, and those are all things that are holding me back. I swear, like when I think about them, like I feel stressed, and I want to be able to just sit down in front of a laptop just like this and be like, blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm thinking, this is where my brain is at, this is what I'm working on. I need to be able to create at the drop of a pin. When the urge to create comes on, I need to be able to fulfill that urge immediately. And I have not yet figured out how to do that. I love these episodes that I'm coming up with. I love segmented content. But that's one thing. There's so much more content that I want to